Union forces at the end of the Civil War in America, and they went through about 8 different leaders. And he said that the trouble with all the leaders in the Northern forces, the Southern, it's only Robert E. Lee was the main leader throughout the whole of the Civil War, but in the North they went through about 8 leaders and 8 main generals, and it was because everyone was trying to be someone else. Everyone was trying to be Napoleon, is what he worked it out. He worked out all the others were trying to be flashy like Napoleon was about 50 years before in Europe, very famous general, had won all these amazing battles, and he said you can't do that, you can only be the best version of yourself. So you have to take whatever you like. I think Scorsese said this, to be an artist you have to get other people to be obsessed with the things that you're obsessed with. So you can see that I'm just going on and on about Wikipedia. There's all these film references, there's these strange anthropomorphic animal references, which is Gary Larson-esque, which is kind of Simpson-esque. And all the stuff that fascinates me, you've got to make other people get into that by just committing to it and twisting it until it works. So that's the thing about the material. And the other thing is you just need to do 100 gigs. When you've done 100 gigs, you'll know what to do. It's a bit like how do you drive? Well, you learn to drive, you pass your test, then drive a hell of a lot, and then you'll know how to drive. It's a bit like that. World War II again, people who were bankers or people who were postmen. If you take Band of Brothers, they were postmen, they were people who worked in construction business, and they became paratroopers, and then they did amazing things and quite hellish things, or had to go through hellish things, or do hellish things, in order to, get rid of the Nazis. And then, where am I going with this point? Yes, but they trained for 2 years, and it's that putting the time in. It's kind of weird because one would think, well, if somebody gives me the chance to do all the gigs, then I'll get good. And you have to do the gigs to get good. There's a chicken and egg thing there. But do 100 gigs, and then you'll know what you want to do, and you'll know how to do it. It's a simple thing. Okay, so that's the last one.